Hello. Hi, I'm Karen for Gentle Yoga, Thursday's Gentle Yoga at 6 o'clock. Recovery Fitness. And just checking here to make sure this is happening. Yes. Okay, it's working. Put my music back on. So, good evening. And I hope you're ready for a gentle yoga practice tonight. It was a beautiful day. I got outside for a little while. Hope you did too. So let's start in our seated position. If you have a yoga block, or you can fold up some towels or a blanket. But what it does for me is it brings my hips higher and my knees lower, keeps my spine neutral, helps me to have a nice long spine. So finding our seated position. And coming up with your intention for your practice tonight. Or affirmations. So tonight I'm going to start out with I give myself permission to be my authentic self. And beginning to focus on our breath in and out our nose as we inhale deeply. And exhale through the nose. Just slowing down, letting and just focusing on our practice for this short time. But it's something good we're doing for ourselves. Bringing your attention inward, being present. So as we focus on our breath, we inhale maybe a 4 count. Hold it for 2 counts. And then exhale for 6 counts. Let's do that a couple times. At your own pace as you inhale and hold and then exhale. As we focus on our breath, it helps us to bring our attention inward, releasing the day, focusing on the present. And then thinking about that posture again, that natural S curve in our spine, shoulders are back and down. And we continue our breath and gently begin to lower our chin towards our chest. So we're going to start to feel some nice stretches in the back of the neck, into the shoulders. Breathing into that stretch. As you exhale, releasing any tension that might be there. Actually feel your shoulders relax as you exhale and focus on it, on your shoulders. And bringing our head back up. And we're going to gently lower our right ear towards our right shoulder. And we're going to feel a nice stretch all along the left side of our neck and into our shoulder. And breathe into that stretch. And again, exhaling tension away. Relaxing that left shoulder. We're going to roll our head forward and then bring our left ear to our left shoulder. And then we're going to feel that sensation on the right side now of our neck and shoulder. As we exhale, we're going to relax that shoulder, release tension. Keeping that spine neutral. And bringing our head back to center. And let's gently roll our shoulders back. A few more times. And then we're going to bring them forward, a forward roll. Good, and release. Let's go ahead and bring our arms out to the side at their shoulder height. We're going to inhale and then we're going to twist. So inhale deeply and then exhale, right hand to our left knee and our left arm behind us as we gently turn to the left, as we look towards the left side of the room, feeling a nice gentle twist, keeping that right hip down. Tendency to lift up a little bit, but we want to press down as we twist and get the full effect of our pose, our movement. And let's inhale back to center and exhale, left hand to right knee right behind us. So now we're turning towards the right wall. A gentle twist, we're just starting here. Maybe on our exhale, we feel a little more length as we twist. And bringing it back to center. Take a nice breath here. Inhale. Count, 2 count. And then exhale, 6 counts. Good. Let's take our left hand to our side and bring our right arm up and over. So again, here we're going to press our right hip into the floor. We're not going to come up. We're going to stay seated and reach as we press that hip into the floor, creating a nice stretch all along the right hand side of our torso, all along the side here. Our bicep is right by our ear. Breathing. Let's go to the other side. Right arm goes down, left arm comes up and over. Again, pressing that left hip down. Breathing. Left bicep to our left ear. Feeling a nice stretch all along the left side. Good, and let's bring it back up. So let's loosen our wrists a little bit. So we're going to take the back of our hands in front of us together. And then we're going to twirl at the wrist. So we're going to, as if your wrists could not come apart. So it's a little weird at first, but you can get the gist of it as you go along. And then we want to go the opposite way. So we're loosening up our wrists. So when we are doing our down dogs and we're putting our weight on our wrists, we have a little loosened up. Good, and release. So let's come down for our cat-cow. We're going to come over onto our knees, our hands and our knees, our hips over our knees. And then our shoulders, elbows, wrists are in alignment, stacked. Feet are flat. We're going to inhale, pick up our chin and keep our chest open, our shoulders open, and tilt the tailbone up and the chin up Inhale and then exhale. Engage the core as you press spine to the ceiling, bringing the chin to the chest. Tailbone tilted down for cat. And then moving at your own speed with your breath as you inhale. This is cow. And then exhale into cat. So everybody's breath is at a different speed, a different cadence. And so everyone's going to be at a different flow. So just following your own breath, inhaling into cow and exhaling into cat. And as we move through our practice, you may move slower, which is just your breath is getting deeper, which is a good thing. So honoring that, honoring our bodies tonight, honoring where we're at tonight, and accepting where we're at. And then press back, hips over the legs, into child's pose. So hips come down and you reach forward and release the forehead to the floor, or you can bring your fists together and release the forehead to your fists. And then we're going to come right back up for spinal balance. So here we're going to take our left leg straight back and our right arm forward. So we're going to reach with that right hand and press the left heel as if it was pressed up against the back wall as we inhale, then exhale, come down, and then opposite side. Inhale as we reach with our left hand and press with our right foot and come down. And again here we're going to follow our own breath. We're going to think about keeping our hips parallel to the floor so we would not have this leg reaching high. Our hips parallel to the floor, our leg is straight back. See that foot is flexed, toes down. Now here you can do just legs if you're starting out. And following your breath, inhale as we press the leg back and exhale as we come back. Options. And then pressing back into our child. Release down. Take a couple breaths here. And then we're going to inhale into kneeling plank. I'll move back. It's dark. That's better. So we're going to kneel, come into kneeling plank. So we're on our knees, our feet are flat on the floor. Shoulders, elbows, wrists are stacked. And we're pressing away from the floor. As we come down into crocodile, elbows are bent into our ribs, coming down all the way to the floor. Inhale for cobra, low cobra. And then exhale back into child. We're going to go again. Inhale, kneeling plank. Exhale into crocodile, coming all the way down. Inhale, low cobra. And then inhale all the way back into child. And do that one more time. Inhale, kneeling plank. Exhale, crocodile. Do your best. Inhale, low cobra. And exhale all the way back into child. Take a couple breaths here. We're going to prepare and come up into our first down dog. So curling our toes under and bringing the hips up. Pressing away from the mat with our hands. Shoulders back and down. Sit bones towards the ceiling. You can have bent knees here. For tight hamstrings. I start out with bent knee and walk it out. Now if you get fatigued here, you can always come down onto your knees and catch your breath and press back up into down dog. Keeping those shoulders open, rotate the biceps outward. Walk it out. And then we're going to look up in between our hands. We're going to bring that right foot. So bring right foot forward and then come up into high lunge. So in high lunge, we're going to have our left leg pressing, left foot, we're on our toes, and we're pressing our heel towards the floor, and our right knee is over our right ankle. Bringing our hands to heart center. We're going to inhale deeply and exhale into cactus arms, bringing our shoulders back, opening our hearts here, opening our chest, and then bring those pinkies towards each other. Just twist them around. Maybe pick up that right heel if you'd like more challenge for balance. And breathing. Focusing on your breath, engaging the core always helps with our balance. Focusing on our breath. And release that right heel down, bringing our hands back to heart center. We're going to come into weird twist, and that will be left arm forward and the right arm back. So we're twisting our body to the right side of the room. We're keeping our right knee bent over right ankle, pressing that left heel towards the floor, and breathing and wringing out those organs as we twist. Nice breath here. Exhale. And bringing it back to center. Let's go ahead and bring the left foot up. And we're going to go to the other side. We'll just come right into it. So we're on the right side. Left knee over left ankle, right heel reaching towards the floor. Hands to heart center. Hips facing forward. Inhale deeply. And exhale into our cactus arms. Well, let's bring our hands together up above our head and stick our thumbs out, and then bend at the elbows and bring the thumbs down our back, and then open our elbows. Keeping our head up. Breathing, reaching that right heel towards the floor. Maybe picking up the left heel. Focusing on our breath. Engaging the core for balance. Releasing that left heel. Let's bring our arms back to center into weird twists. So right arm goes forward and left arm back. Looking to the left side of the room. And breathing. Wringing out those organs again on this side. Taking advantage of all of our twists with some nice deep breath. And bringing it back to center. Bringing that right leg up. Walking it out a little bit. So we'll come into, let's do warrior 2. We can go right into it. Our right knee is over our right ankle, but in this pose, we're going to have our hips parallel with the long part of our mat, and our left heel, left foot is angled where our left heel is closest to the back of the mat. So our right knee over that right ankle, bringing our hands to heart center, engaging the core. Inhale deeply. And exhale, bringing right arm forward, left arm back, reaching with those arms. Let's bring our shoulders up to our ears and then release them. Finding our breath, looking over our right finger, our drishti or our focus. You see the fingers. So here we can focus how to the degree we want to as we engage our arms. Okay, we can just hang here, or we can engage and reach forward, reach back. And with our legs, we can engage as if we're pulling our feet together, really engaging those legs, engage the core. Tilt the tailbone down a tad and reach and breathe. Engaged. Isometric hold, we're just engaged. Keeping those shoulders down. Let's turn right hand up to the ceiling and inhale. Right arm can come behind us or straight down our left leg. And then bringing it around, bringing it onto our right thigh, left hand to our hip. Keeping that shoulder, left shoulder open, our chest open, and then left arm straight up. So here we're kind of hanging our right arm on our right leg. If we want more, we can open our arm for a little leverage and open the body a little more. Wherever you're at today, honoring our body. Breathing. Inhale up. Let's go ahead and straighten that right leg. We're going to look over our right fingers and reach forward from the hip. We're going to reach forward and tilt down. Right arm down, left arm up for triangle, keeping the hips forward, shoulders back, as if we're in between two panes of glass here. Finding that breath. If we lose our breath point, we just take a break, come out of the whatever we're doing and catch our breath and come back when you're ready. Because losing the breath is all part of our practice. Arms down, and that's another thing. We can always bring our arms down if we get fatigued. Let's go to the other side. So we're going to bring, I'm squeaking, bring our left leg now, left knee over left ankle, and we've turned our right foot inward. Bring those hips parallel to the long part of our mat, bringing our hands to heart center. Also, to the degree you want, you can go wider, longer, your stance, so that can be a different degree of challenge for you tonight. So maybe this is a pose you're used to and you want to a little more, then go a little wider and see how that feels tonight. Inhale and exhale, arms out, reaching left arm forward, right arm back. Looking over those left fingers now, bringing those shoulders back and down. Again, we're engaging the arms, we're engaging the legs. Tailbone tilted down, engaging the core. Breathing. Feeling all the muscles, feeling the engagement of the calf, the thighs, the glutes. Engage the core all the way up to the shoulders and the arms. And then left palm up to the ceiling. And then come all the way up to a reverse triangle. Right arm can go behind you or alongside your right leg. Feeling that nice stretch all along the left side of our body. Keeping our left knee bent. Tendency to come out of that. And coming all the way back to warrior two arms. Straightening that left leg. Looking over our left fingers and reaching forward first, hinging here at the hip. Reach, left arm down, right arm up for triangle. And recognizing maybe one side of our body is more challenging than the other, and that's perfectly fine. Just accepting it, honoring our body tonight, wherever we're at, letting go of expectations, breathing into our triangle, keeping those hips forward, shoulders back, and coming back up. Release the arms and heel toe our way back to center. Good job, I think. I'm assuming. So let's come into a balancing tree. So for our tree pose, we want to find Tadasana, our standing mountain pose. Our feet are anchored into the floor, our balls of our feet, the sides of our feet, the heels of our feet. Planted, feeling as if maybe there's roots coming out of the feet, just being grounded into the earth. Really steady, tall mountain. Finding our breath. And then finding a focal point in front of you where you can stare down. Something that you can focus on. Bringing our hands to heart center. We'll start with the right leg. We're going to kick stand. This is a version of tree right here. We can stay right here and be tree. Or we can begin to bring that foot up our leg. And you can even go to your thigh. We would avoid the knee. We wouldn't want to be pressing our foot into our knee. So I like to be right here. So finding that focal point. If we fall out of our tree or we come out of our tree, we just come back into it. No big deal. So engaging the core, focusing on that point, and coming into our full expression of tree if you want to. Focusing on our breath. Maybe even pushing right foot into our left leg. And then if you want even more challenge, you can close your eyes and see what happens. Breathe. Couple more breaths. And release. So out, feel it right there in the hip. Let's go to the other side. So we're gonna feel that right leg solid, planted into the earth, rooted, a rooted tree. Find that kickstand with the left leg. Bring our hands to heart center. Find your way up your leg wherever you're comfortable. And breathe. Find that focal point, engaging the core. Again, maybe one side more challenging than the other. It is what it is. Tonight is, your practice could be different every night. Every practice could be different. And inhale all the way up into our tree. Breathing. Couple more breaths. You've got this. Good. Release and shake it out. Good trees. So let's come down to the floor. It seems so dark. Maybe I have to wear different colors. So we're going to come into a boat pose. We're going to have our feet flat on the floor, and we're sitting on our sit bones here. Nice tall back. Hands behind the knees. And we're going to begin to reach our arms forward and pick up the feet a little bit or you can straighten your legs. So I can go like maybe this far. So you feel this in the core. Breathing without going all the way on my back. I mean, we can go, if we go all the way back to my tailbone, but we want to stay up on our sit bones. Ooh, breathing. Three more breaths. You can do it. If you're shaky, that just means you're getting stronger. Tomorrow you'll be stronger because of your shaky body tonight. Let's do 20 on side to side. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job. Let's come all the way down. All the way down. Feels good on the back. Give yourself a little massage here. Come back to center. Take your hands on each knee. And then roll around. Just rolling the knees, guiding with your hands in a circle. And then going the other way, opposite way. Good. And back. Let's release feet flat. We're going to come into our bridge pose. So our feet are flat. Our knees are bent. Arms along the side of our body. We're going to inhale and press hips up to the ceiling. We're going to go ahead and walk the shoulders together if you want to and clasp the hands under the body. We're pressing our hips to the ceiling, pressing our feet to the floor, pressing into the floor. Breathing. Good. Couple more breaths. Press. Engage those glutes and press, press, press. And release the hands and slowly bring it down. Bring those knees back in. Let's go ahead and release. Feet flat, keeping our knees bent. Bring our arms out to the side like a T. And bring right leg over left, crossing at the knees. And then go ahead and let the legs float to the left side of your body. And turning your head to look to the right for a big, 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 big twist. Taking advantage of it as we breathe deeply. Couple more breaths here. Let's bring it back, engaging the core as we bring legs back. We're going to switch. Left knee crosses right, and then letting those knees or the legs float to the right side of the body and turning our head to the left for the big twist. Breathing. Breath, bringing out the air on our exhale, and engaging the core as we come back to center and release the legs all the way down for final relaxation. So final relaxation, we come into our last pose of our practice for a few minutes. As you stay in final relaxation, I'll talk to you for a few minutes as we come into final relaxation and release. Let the muscles relax in our jaw. Relax the muscles around our eyes. We can feel our shoulders relaxing into the floor, knowing the floor is under us. And we can just relax the body. Maybe taking a few minutes to bring that affirmation into our Shavasana. I give myself permission to be my authentic self. As we feel grateful for taking the time for ourselves tonight to do our practice. Being grateful for the day we had. And then slowly wiggling your fingers and your toes. Bringing your knees up into your chest, towards your chest. And turning to your side and pressing up into a seated position. And we'll come into one last inhale and last breath. Inhaling all the way up and coming down to heart center, and close with Namaste. So have a good night. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you soon.